Team Fearless, I just want to take a quick break from this podcast to talk about funding your furnishings. If you're listening to the Fearless Investor podcast, then you probably want to do the Airbnb arbitrage model. Reason being, it's a low barrier of entry, right? $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 to buy furniture with someone else's property. And sure, you can use your own bank account or you can raise the money at a low interest rate from a friend or family member. But wouldn't you rather get that money at 0% interest, aka free money? That's what my friends at Pathway Financial can do for you. Pathway Financial helps people like you get 0% interest credit cards so you don't have to have the financial stress of putting down a ton of money up front for your deals. Think about that for a second. How many arbitrage deals could you do if money was not a concern? Well, that could be the exact possibility with Pathway Financial's help. Get a free quote from them today. Go to fearlesskyle.com/pathway financial to find out how much you can get pre-approved for right now. And don't worry, it won't have any impact on your credit score because it's a soft inquiry. So go once again to fearlesskyle.com/pathway financial and get that free quote. All right. So first of all, we're going to talk about multiple streams of income. I've got 5 ways that you can create multiple streams of income within your short-term rental business. And it all comes down to adding value to others in your market. It's as simple as that. So many different times, I'm guilty of this, okay? A lot of you probably have heard me talk about this. In my first 3 or 4 months in the industry, I thought I had a golden goose. I was hiding this golden goose over here and I was saying, haha, all of you real estate investors who think you're making so much money with your cash flow of $200 or $300 a month on your properties, I'm making thousands of dollars of cash flow on just a few properties. And it's through short-term rentals, right? And I wanted to hold on to that and I wanted to not tell anyone. Why? Well, because of a fear of loss, a fear of saturation, a fear of it really just having a scarcity mindset. And instead of having a scarcity mindset, I had to transition over to an abundance mindset. Javier, you also posted your question. Thank you for posting it ahead of time. I see it. I already have it right here. We're going to get to that in a second. I'm going to start with this teaching and then I'm going to come back to it. Thank you for posting your question again. But what was your favorite part of Thanksgiving? Post it in the comments. So when I finally bought into an abundance mindset, what I didn't do is I didn't say, I'm going to start teaching people for the advantage of monetizing it. That's not what I said. I said, I'm going to teach people how to do this with the mindset of, I'm not going to get anything else in return. That's what an abundance mindset is. So whenever you're at one of these conferences, or if you're ever in a room and someone talks about an abundance mindset and they talk about like, oh, I needed to transition into an abundance mindset because I needed to monetize more. That's not an abundance mindset. That's still a scarcity mindset that I need all the income. So I'm going to create more things that are going to bring me more income. An abundance mindset is I'm going to give away all this information, all of my time, all of my knowledge for free and not expect anything in return and just trust that in some way that's going to come back to me. And when it does, I'll be in awe. Like that's what an abundance mindset is to me. Chris, really quickly, Ken, thanks for commenting. Family time was his favorite part. Chris says, I sent over a video to my family showing turkeys being set on fire. And my sister-in-law nearly set the turkey on fire, smoked up the house pretty good. We all got a great laugh, including my sister-in-law. That's awesome. That's called manifesting, Chris. You just manifested all those turkeys being set on fire. Hey, Olivia, saw you also posted a question. I'm going to get to that in a second. So, right, an abundance mindset is not to give for the reason of gain. It is to give for the reason of just giving and then trust in some way it's going to come back. And guess what? If it doesn't, who cares? Here's what an abundance mindset sounds like from a co-hosting standpoint. You've talked to a landlord. You've taken them through the entire process. You've gone and seen the house. You've given them all of their options. And then by the end, they say, thank you for everything. I think I'm going to self-manage and see how it goes. Scarcity mindset says, okay, then I need to charge you for all my time because that was a lot of wasted time for me. You might as well close that relationship. They're never going to come back. An abundance mindset says, hey, that's fine. I had no expectation on the front end of this. I just want you to be in the best position to succeed. And for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and not only give you a couple pointers, but I'm going to help you set up your Airbnb account. As long as you do it with my link, I'll do that for free. And I'll even hand you over a couple of contacts for handymen, for cleaners, and things of that nature. So when that person, right, that says to you, thank you for giving me the room to feel okay with managing on my own. I'm going to go for this. Thank you for helping me set up my Airbnb account. I have no problem using your referral link. That costs me nothing and makes you money. And thank you for sending over a handyman. That's been the biggest struggle for me to wrap my mind around, is having a good handyman. After 3 months, when they're like, I'm done, I can't handle these guests anymore, I'm at work, I can't respond to all these things, who are they going to call? They're not going to call the scarcity mindset guy who said, I need to charge you for my time because you wasted a lot of it. They are going to call the abundance mindset guy that helped them and says, your 25% management fee is 100% worth it. Okay. So that's an abundance mindset, guys. Now, if you have that abundance mindset, a few other things are going to happen. I've already mentioned one of them. One thing that's going to happen is that person is going to say, I think I can self-manage on my own. I just need a couple pointers to start off. Okay, no problem. Number one, this is the first way that we monetize and add multiple streams to our business through helping people get set up. Number one is sending your Airbnb referral link. Now, the key thing on this is when they sign up, you cannot have them sign up with an already existing travel or business account. So if I sign up with kylestanley@gmail.com with my travel account, and then I say, hey, I'm going to sign up with your link, and then I link it to my kylestanley@gmail account, Airbnb is not going to see that as a new listing or a new profile. They're going to see that as an old profile, and they're not going to pay you, the host, for that first guest. The way that this referral link works, and you can build it up all the way to $720. $720 to take 1 hour of your time and show someone how to set up their Airbnb profile. That's pretty awesome. I've been paid multiple times by this. Typically, we get a couple payouts per month with this, just through helping people get set up with their listing. You're going to send them the link. You're going to walk them through the sign up. You're going to help them. If they have to start a new email account, you're going to help them do that. And then you're just going to walk them through everything to get that listing live. You're going to show them, hey, by the way, when you go through that listing the first time, they don't ask you for your cleaning fee. A lot of people on their first booking don't even have a cleaning fee because they didn't realize that they're missing that, right? You're giving them value. And then when they go live with their listing and they get their first booking and they host that first booking, it has to happen within the first 90 days of you helping them set up that listing. Set up that profile. So if you help someone and their house is in new construction, don't set up the profile right now. Say when you're starting to furnish that house, I will then help you set up that profile. Don't set it up until now, until you are at the starting point of furnishing your house. Then help them set up that profile. Because if you set it up 90 days ago and they accept their first guest, now you've missed it by 1 day to get a payout. So they host that first guest, then you get your payout. Okay. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions on that, let me know. The number 2 way is now you say, okay, you've set up your profile. Would you like any help with anything else, like price labs and getting dynamic pricing? Would you like help with setting up your auto messages? You can do it on Airbnb. You can do it on Hospitable. I can help you on either one. Would you like any help with understanding the Airbnb algorithm? If so, I charge per hour for coaching, and I can sit down and I can start showing you how to do some of these things and help you understand it. And typically that person is going to say, yes, I'll take an hour of your time, just have a basic understanding. For me, what I did when I first started coaching, what you're a part of right now is the culmination of me doing everything I'm teaching you right now, all these little one-on-ones in person. And I found that everyone needed help setting up their profile. Everyone needed help with understanding what's the design going to be of their house. And everyone needed just a basic understanding of some of the rules of Airbnb, right? Responding on time. Here's how you get more 5-star reviews. Here's how to understand the Airbnb algorithm. So I turned that into about a 4 or 5 hour package that included me setting up their listing, going to the property to give them the idea of the design, and then sitting down with them and just educating them on here's the key things about Airbnb that you need to understand in order to make sure you get the most amount of bookings and at the best price. And that also included setting up their price labs. I bunched that into a package of about $650 for about 4 hours of my time, which was great. Plus, I got $720 for them signing up with my affiliate link. This is, this is what people are missing when they meet another potential host in the area. They have the scarcity mindset. And like, let's just be honest. If you feel like right now you have not done these things that I'm telling you because you're afraid of creating more competition in your market, just be honest. Tell me, yes, that's me. Put it in the comments. That's okay. That was me too. Guys, that was me too. That was absolutely me. I was so scared of creating competition. But if I had not done what I'm telling you today, not only, and again, it's not about the money, but not only would I not have created multiple 6-figure incomes within this business, I would not have the relationships with the types of people that I have today because I would have guarded all the things that I thought were so special and never told anyone what I was doing. Okay, so number 1 was your referral link. Number 2 is coaching. Number 3 is interior design. Now, if you have a good eye for interior design, then I would really recommend putting together a done for you and then a done with you package. So done for you looks like and by the way, if you don't have this, that's okay. Find someone else in your area, or maybe you've already set up 4 or 5 properties and it's been through your interior designer. Maybe it was like me, it was my wife. Refer them to that interior designer and take a piece of it. Okay. So you can either A, be the designer and charge for your services, or B, find the designer, refer people to them, take a piece of that. So if you are a good designer, or if you're at least like, hey, I've set up a couple properties and they've been successful, right? You're not a professional interior designer, but your time is valuable because whatever you're doing is working. Okay. You don't need an interior design degree. You don't need to like be Insta famous for interior design. All you need to do is have some proof of concept. And so if I say, hey, I know what a good Airbnb looks like, let me take you through your property and I'll tell you exactly what I would do. And I'll even send you links to the exact types of beds, furniture, decor, linens, everything that I have. That's a done for you, or that's a done with you package. Done with you because it's going to be going in the house, providing them with a list. They buy the list, they do all the work themselves, but you charged for that hour or 2 of going to the property and putting together a list. I think my wife charges $150 an hour to do that. And an average house is about 3 hours of her time. And she doesn't even go to the house. She just has people send a video or do a FaceTime with her. And 3 hours later, she's made $450, right? Like, and I think she's undercharging for that. So that's one. Or just be the interior designer and say, hey, I'll go in the house. You give me your budget. I'll stay within the budget, hire the team. And after all your time, make about $4,000 or $5,000. Okay. So that's number 3. Number 4, I've already alluded to, which is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is essentially referring people to your best people. Okay. So for example, if you have a really good cleaner, if you have a really good handyman, if you have a really good interior designer, if you have a really good bookkeeper, and you're just like, you know what? I don't want to learn what you do, Mr. Bookkeeper. I don't want to learn how you do what you do, Mr. Handyman. I'd rather just refer people to you. But if I'm going to refer people to you, then A, I'm either going to need your best price on the things that you're doing for me. So you're either saving money, that's a form of monetizing, Or B, I'm going to need a 10% cut of the labor charge for whatever I refer your way, or a 20% cut, whatever that looks like. Now, with all the people I mentioned, except for cleaners, that's pretty clean cut. And by the way, this is not legal advice. This is not, you have to do your own research in your own market to make sure what you do is kosher. Okay. And then number 5 is going to be midterm rental referrals. Midterm rental referrals. And really, it doesn't even have to be midterm rental. It could be just about any referrals. But a guest tries to book you, and you say, I'm booked completely at all my properties. I got 10 properties. I got 1 property. I got 100 properties. Doesn't matter. I don't have anything available for what you're looking for. Okay. Maybe you've signed up with ALE Solutions. Maybe you have gotten an inquiry on Airbnb and they say, hey, I know it says that you're blocked for these dates, but is there any way that you can move anything for me to be able to stay at this place? It's a perfect fit. All of these people coming in wanting to book with you, a lot of people just say, sorry, can't do that. And they stop. That's not how you do it. You start picking up your phone and you call all the hosts that you know in the area and you say, hey, I've got someone that wants to stay at one of my places. They can't stay at mine, but I know I can refer them out to you. All I'm going to ask is if they do book with you, give me X amount of kickback. If you do that right now, you turn all of these potentially dead leads into something that you can monetize. And what's great about that, even if it's just 5%, right? Like $1,000, I'm getting a $50 kickback. I just made $50 and I don't have to worry about cleaning. I don't have to worry about a review. I don't have to worry about anything. All I have to do is make sure that person Venmos or Zells me the $50 for the booking they just got. It's very simple. Okay. So 5 ways that you can monetize based on adding value to other hosts in your area. Which of those are all of you doing? Let me know. So we went over your referral link, coaching, design, affiliates, or midterm rental referrals, or just any type of referrals for guests. Which of those are you already doing? Which of those was a light bulb moment for you that you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think about doing that. I've had people I could have monetized. I didn't even think about that. Let me know. Put it in the comments right now.